Why is it that 80% of church-going high school students leave the church when they go off to college? For any youth leader, that is a very daunting statistic. My name is Will, and I am a youth leader. You may be asking yourself, how did you come to that decision on being a youth leader? Well, it was about a year ago when I sat with my family in a coffee shop parking lot, deciding on whether we need to walk back into my 11th season of professional baseball or lead a group of 50 high school and middle school students. When I hear that sentence out loud, it almost seems obvious. Play baseball, right? But that wasn't the question I was asking. I was asking God, where could I have the most impact? And with my body getting older and my family growing bigger, God gave me an incredible peace to step away from the game and step into a Sunday school classroom. As I began to develop relationships, I quickly found out that it was so important for daily interaction. At the time, all I had was text messaging, and with 50 students, I could only support a group of 20 on a text thread. So this made text messaging and communicating time-consuming and ineffective. I had a student introduce me to an app called GroupMe, and it drastically changed the way I communicated with my group. How do you measure church success? That's a tricky question. The bigger the youth group, the more successful it is, right? I've often found that big puddles can be shallow. I believe the way you should measure church success is how well you care. GroupMe allows me to interact with my entire group on a daily basis in real time. Abbreviations, slang, and emoticons make up these students' native language. It almost seems as if English is a second language to them. When I first came to the job, I realized that my students were communicating at a much faster pace than I was. I was slowing us down. Learning to use GroupMe was fast and easy, and it gave me the tools to disseminate information, gather information, and make decisions quickly. Doing those three things effectively helped create chemistry, and it allowed for us to have smooth group dynamics, and we didn't lose any time when we met up with each other on a weekly basis because we were already connected from those daily interactions. One of my favorite things to do is to send live updates from one of our student sporting events. This allows us to encourage one another or have appropriate fun trash talk in real time. And the biggest thing is it connects the students that can't be there in attendance, and we all know that students at that age want to feel connected. With boys and girls, middle school students, and high school students, there is obviously a wide range of interest and subgroups. In my opinion, one of GroupMe's best features is the ability to carry on multiple chats simultaneously. This is very useful when I have to get out information that doesn't pertain to the whole entire group. Creating a new group is as easy as selecting a group name and adding the participants. We're a smaller church, and therefore we don't have a college ministry. Now that's a big problem when it comes to the 80% statistic that I talked about earlier. And the big question is, how do you care for someone if you're not talking to them? GroupMe allows me to reach out to those college students and create a small chat group where I can stay connected with them and show them that I care. With everyone being able to view what's being said, it provides great accountability for how we speak to each other and how we treat each other. Most things in life are caught rather than taught. Students normally learn better from seeing things modeled out than receiving a lecture. I've noticed this with my own 5-year-old son. As the leader of the group, I try to lead with my words and actions. I've noticed that as I encourage students in front of their peers, they seem to follow suit. Talking in a visible group setting makes me think twice before I send the message. I take that responsibility very seriously. I feel that when everybody can see what's being said, it makes us have to be more intentional and more thoughtful about our words. In closing, my job has put me in charge of some young pups, and this old dog has had to learn some new tricks. With all the changes in the history of mankind, few things have remained the same. Relationship is the bridge to trust. Being available for a relationship allows for communication, and the more communication, the more opportunities for building trust. GroupMe is an effective tool that allows me to efficiently communicate with my students on a daily basis. This in turn allows us to grow deeper relationships and connect with each other. Do you have friends that could benefit from better communication? I would highly encourage you to explore GroupMe and see if you experience the results that I have. In the beginning, I was not interested in putting another app on my phone that was going to eat away at the few remaining megabytes of storage that I had left. Now, it is my most frequently used app, and I am a believer.